All right, so for the last technique, we're going to do some marbling with watercolor paper and alcohol inks. So I'm going to drop some alcohol ink on the surface of the water. I'm using the same colors as I used with the tile. I have a little toothpick here. I can swirl it around if I want. Now it doesn't work exactly the same way as when you do actual watercolor, or sorry, actual marbling paints. Like, it does go into the water a little bit. I've got about 1 inch of water in there, and you just need to make sure that your container is a little bit bigger than your piece of paper. I'm going to drop it right in there, and there we go. And that's what the back looks like. So you can choose which side you want to use. Now I'm going to do another one, and this time I'm going to add some metallic to it, because I actually haven't tried it with adding metallic, so I'm just kind of curious what is going to happen with it. So let's do exactly the same as we did for the first one. And then I've got some gold here. I've already mixed it together. And let's see what happens. Well, you can tell it definitely doesn't go onto the... I was worried that it was going to go onto the surface and take over the entire thing, but it clearly doesn't. So let's break some of that up. Ooh, I like how it breaks up on the surface though. Very cool. All right, now let's get our other piece and dip that one. There we go. So it did still stay quite chunky, the metallic on the top there, but there we go. So we're going to let those dry, and I'll show you what I do with them when they're dry. All right, so this is what I ended up doing with these two backgrounds. So this one, I just took a very simple silhouette die cut, and I cut it in white and layered on top. Put a blue background because there's some blue in there popping through to just make that pop a little bit more. This one here, I chose to stamp and emboss this rose with gold embossing powder. It ended up not being a great choice because since the background is so busy, you end up losing a lot of the detail of the stamp. So something else would have been better, and I might actually just do some flower silhouette die cuts and just put it on the front of that and see how it ends up turning out. So I think I'm going to do that, and I will pop back once that's done. I'm back. I did put some white die cuts over top of it, and I like it much better, but I actually really like the gold pop behind it as well. I think that really makes the white silhouettes pop. So those are the two cards with the marble background.